So what does it mean that you're no longer a consumer? You are now a producer on social media.
Well, you're using social media to generate income. A consumer, an everyday person who's not trying to generate income, is posting that kind of way. They're clicking post. They don't really, unless you're an influencer, are not caring how many likes they're getting. It is what it is, and then they move on with their lives. And they either get likes or they don't. And it doesn't really affect their bank account in any way, shape, or form, unless they're an influencer, right? Any influencers in this room? Yes. But when you're a business owner, you now have to think that every single post is telling a story about who you are, all to point people to the service that you provide so that it generates conversations, so that the sales funnel kicks in, so that you get income at the very end, way down the line. So your strategy, you're monitoring how much engagement you're getting. You have spreadsheets to track what's happening. Are you getting a good reach? Are you getting a good engagement? Are you getting good impression? And if you're not, you have to stop what you're doing, switch it up, and figure out, what do I need to do to fix this so that I can get more reach? Consumers don't think that way. They don't give a shit, right? So that.
Can I add on to that? So that means I can't post a picture of my grandson?
No, not at all.
Okay, all right.
Not at all. Not at all. That's not. In fact, I would encourage that because that gives you another human element about who you are. Now on YouTube, probably not. But on social media, again, go back to the premise of social media. It was invented for us to connect on a human level. But be mindful. What I'm sharing tells a story about who I am as a human being and about who I am in business.
A lot of it you could probably sum up to consumers are there just to be entertained. Producers are to entertain and you entertain and educate. So you are the entertainer and educate. So if you are scrolling, it's not with the mindset of to be entertained. It's with what are people doing that you're seeing. So I'll do this all the time. I get an ad on Facebook. Some people get mad at ads and they comment. I don't do that. I click the ... and I see.
Why am I seeing this ad?
Why am I seeing this ad? Because I want to know what about me did they use that Facebook tells them to send it. So it may have an age group, it may have an interest, and I want to see that. I'll screenshot an ad and I put that in a folder on my iPhone of ads, like creative, and I'll send that over to my VAs. I'm like, hey, make something a little different with our stuff and like use this, or videos. I'll send those. Hey, I love what they did here. Let's do that. So you're thinking with that mindset. Now, to help keep from getting in the rabbit hole, you can't really do this on TikTok, but on Facebook, unfollow everybody except for maybe a couple family members that you really like and you want to stay in touch with, and the top 100 people that have the audience that you want. So that's where you go follow if you want to be able to build a coaching business, you're going to follow the Tony Robbins and all the likes like him. But you're going to unfollow everyone else that posts about the latest political tweet that's going on, or all the junk that just distracts you. So that's you're there to
Follow my wife.
Don't do that, Ray.
Well,
we didn't say that.
So like,
Ms. Pratt, we did not say that.
so here's like a different perspective. It comes down to the person and what you're trying to accomplish. Like, there's some of the biggest channels out there. They're family channels. Then the whole thing is that, people like to see how that family unit works together. Now, like, if you're going to build a channel and you're going to be doing all real estate videos, and all of a sudden it's like you and your family at a picnic, and then you kids at lake, and it's like a family experience, that's probably not going to work. But for example, like one of the biggest channels I follow, the guy, like one of my hobbies is I like to fish. I know it's weird, but he's like one of the top bass fishermen. He films videos, and his son Elijah comes in and almost interrupts like every third video, and it's hilarious because he's got this like 6-year-old kid that walks in and he doesn't know how to edit videos, and he's always like, "Oh, give me a second to help Elijah," and then everybody loves Elijah, and he goes away. But it helps grow the channel. So don't just say, "Oh, I don't cut family out." Like, some people, may not have their family in all their videos. Like, say they do 100 videos, but 2 or 3, they may have their family in one of the videos. So people see they're real. They see they're just like them, because people are going to see themselves in you. So if you're a busy single mother and someone's watching and you're single, they find themselves in you, right? Or you're have a 6-person family or large family. When people come across an avatar of how they see themselves in the person that they're following, they relate to it. So
but even still, that's strategy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a strategy. So that's
It's
what
a
I'm saying. Have an
strategy,
idea
adding a
of where
human
you-
element because you're
Correct.
thinking like a business owner.
That's right. But so don't just say it's black or white. No, I'm not going to have to think about it, but like it has to be in the place. Like don't just like randomly have a video of you guys at dinner just for no reason or at a birthday party. Wouldn't make sense. But if you're at a property and you know your wife and your kids are there and they're running, you know, like then that's can actually help the channel and show that you're a real person because people don't want polish. They want real people.
Authentic.
They want
Authenticity.
exactly.